and thanks for joining us on the Devils in the Detail podcast. I'm Addie.
And I'm Raylan. Today's guest is Richard Karn, who is an actor, author, and former game show host, and even appeared in the Air Bud movies.
Richard is most famous for playing Al Borland in the show Home Improvement, which was one of the most watched TV shows in the 90s.
Outside of acting, Karn also hosted the TV game show Family Feud.
Richard is currently working on a role in the upcoming TV series called Shifting Gears.
Now let's get into the interview. Hello, thanks for joining us today. How are you doing?
I am doing very well, thank you. It's 8:00 in the morning for me. You guys have had a few more hours up, I assume.
Holy cow, it's 11 for us.
Okay.
Let's get into the questions.
All right.
What hobbies do you have outside of acting?
That's an interesting question, hobbies. Because, well, what is a hobby? Is it collecting coins? Is it bird watching? Is it, I play golf, which is very, kind of zen in a way, because it's really just you against your last score. I mean, you're playing with other people, hopefully, because that's the social aspect of what's exciting about golf for me. But golf is one of the things I do now as I'm older. Traveling with my wife is also a great hobby. We're about to go to Europe on a boat in a few months. Other hobbies, my dad was a big coin collector, and he left me coins and different things, but it wasn't anything that ever really, really intrigued me.
Do you do any home improvements at home?
Oh, yes. I mean, if you own a home, you better be able to know how to do stuff. Maybe not everything. I mean, I don't do everything. I'm not going to fix the solenoid on my dishwasher that breaks. Or, and now at my age, I might not get up on my roof and fix something on my roof because my wife will yell at me. She'll go, "Don't get up on the roof. You could fall and hurt yourself." And in our minds, we're still your age, and we can navigate slope and things like that, and our body reacts and catches us. As you get older, your reflexes are a little slower, and you might hurt yourself. So, but I will turn off the electricity in a certain part of the house so that I can change out a light switch. I will fix the fence that is broken. I had string outdoor lights that one of them broke, and I snipped both sides of the light and rearranged with tape and like that. I connected one that would work. So I do little things. My dad was a builder. He was a builder. My grandfather was a builder. So I grew up watching my dad and my grandfather doing these things, and they were very competent. And I think a lot of that was fed through me in my mind to the character of Al Borland on Home Improvement. I just knew how these guys worked, a very kind of quiet competence. They didn't boast about it. Tim, on the other hand, came from a much broader, sense of being able to make things, stronger and harder and more power and boastful. And Al was a nice counterpart to that.
My dad's Bob the Builder in our household.
My dad too.
Yeah. Well,
Same
you will
here.
understand when you have your own home that things break. And because you have Bob the Builder at home, you might realize things break. They just kind of keep working. And when you have your house, things break and you go, "Oh, I guess I'm the one that has to fix this now."
Oftentimes I build with my dad.
Me too.
That's the best way to learn. It really is. I mean, because it's sense memory. You're using your hands and you're watching, and it stays in your brain longer. It goes into long-term memory.
How many books have you wrote?
2. And I didn't write them all on my own. I did have someone to help collate for me, which is a skill that maybe I didn't develop that well. I can tell a story. I know things, but I had somebody to help me put it in order. You know,
Yeah.
we sat down and he asked me questions. The first book I wrote was on the remodel of my home. And I put in the subtext of the title, How I Remodeled My Home for Just Under 3 times the original bid, which was kind of how it worked out. And so we started from the beginning and what were things going. And then he put it into order. And then when I would read what he put in, I changed it here and there to be more of my voice. So I'm a really good editor for my own voice.
I love writing books, but sometimes they're not all together.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
these two help me.
Well, the best advice, oddly enough, I just read the other day was if you're going to write something, don't worry of whether it's good or not. Just write it, because it becomes the foundation of what you can then build on top of what you just wrote down. You can, it's like I'm going to write about going to the playground, and God, I climbed a tree and I went on this, I did that, and that's kind of boring and dumb. But then it's there. You can fill it in with more, personal feeling.
Yeah.
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 That's all we have for you. I hope you enjoyed the interview as much as we did.
I enjoyed it more than you did.
That
Well, you know
That-
what? I can't say that because I don't know how. Yeah, I'm not inside your brain, so I'm glad that we enjoyed each other.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay,
That's
take
a
care.
wrap.
Bye bye.